right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, and welcome to Expose News TV. This wonderful evening on News Round, I'm gonna give you a news round of all the activities that has happened in Biafran land this week. First of all, before we go further, I'm gonna drop a video of the incident that is happening in Biafran land that is based on the football match. It's a video. Actually, we all know that there will be a football match which is coming up tomorrow, I think around 6 or so. And then this football match is part of the plans before the declaration on December 2nd. I want you to watch this video. I'll keep on saying this. I can never be part of an unorganized group. I will never support, and I will never push for their support. I've come to understand the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa over and over again, and everything, apart from the fact that he's intelligent, everything that young man is doing fearlessly is very, very organized. Simon Ekpa is an organized person. He makes his plans and he arranges it and he exhibits it. And that is why people get so scared when he says things. Now, the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa dropped a video that has been trending online, where he sent a message. He sent an official message to Musa. And the annoying part is that some of these so-called DOS Nando Tuha that have been hitting against Simon Ekpa came out and started insulting Simon Ekpa. Now the big question is, why are you insulting Simon Ekpa? Are you insulting Simon Ekpa because he sent a video to Musa? What is your business if Simon Ekpa decide to call out Musa to show that these people do not know what they are doing? I keep on saying this. They don't know what they are doing. They don't even have, there is no plan, no blueprint of how they should run their own government. Or you concentrate now and show us, at least do something that people will see and be encouraged. You're not doing anything. Yet the person that is doing, you have failed to show your support and love for this person. Or you forget about supporting Simon Ekpa. Let him do his thing. Yet you're not doing anything. Simon Ekpa has proven over and over again to be the man. Forget about the whole propaganda people are saying. I want you to watch this video, and I want you to share this video to as many groups and platforms as possible as we continue to await that historic day.
and rendition to Nigeria on June 27th, 2021. Our next guest has assumed the leadership of the Biafran movement from Helsinki, Finland. Some say he has taken the movement in a different direction. On December 2nd, 2024, he plans to declare once again the Republic of Biafra. Today, I'm pleased to welcome to the show Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. Mazi Simon, welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, good evening, Mr. Rudolph, Dr. Rudolph. Thank you for inviting me today.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you, and we're happy to have you today. Let me get first the elephant in the room out of the way, which is that when you put out the notice that you were coming on the show, a lot of your people were against you coming. They said things like that you shouldn't come here to grace this platform, that I'm a nefulefu, that I felt that they must love you so much. They are protecting you from what?
Well, these are people who have gone through a lot, and because you, as a Biafran, and I believe that if Biafra become an independent state today, you cannot be, ostracized from being a Biafran, right? So
Yeah.
by that, automatically you fall into Biafra. So, and for people like you that have platforms, which should be in the forefront of this freedom movement, and you are not doing enough according to them. So they believe that, I shouldn't come here. But, as a leader, I think differently, and I make decisions differently. So I am here also for their best interest. It is because we need to, we have somehow our outreach using our media, and it is time, I believe, we should also embrace other media platforms that have not been preaching Biafra. So I think my coming here today is for their best interest as well, and that's what makes me a leader. So I think differently from them. So it is very important that when those are agitating that I shouldn't come here, I will explain to them later on why it is important that I'm here. And then also, I'm going to be extending my hands of fellowship and open arm to every other despised media platform. I want to be there. So, because it is the right time to talk to people who may have seen our agitation on liberation of Biafra differently, so they need to be educated. So it is important that I'm here to talk to different audience.
Thank you. Thank you so much. On my part, I also have to say that when I put out that you were coming, a lot of people felt that I shouldn't bring you here. So I have the same pressure that you have from my own people. But I think my job is to facilitate conversation across every platform, different groups. It doesn't mean that we have to only facilitate conversation with people we agreed with. All right, Let's get into that. Something happened in America last Tuesday. There was an election and Trump won. I know that you are in support of Trump. And how do you feel about the outcome of that election?
Very, very happy because, as a matter of fact, I was among international politicians to openly and publicly endorse Donald Trump election. So I'm happy. He needed to come and save the world.
Now, before I go in deep into that, how do you think he is going to help your quest for Biafra?
Well, the United States has a very important role to play in global peace. And what Biafra is doing today is to bring peace and restore stability in Sahel region. So I believe that it is for the interest of America, it is for the interest of the West, and then at the same time for Biafra and African interest. So I believe that the foreign policy of Donald Trump will facilitate the restoration of peace and stability in the Sahel. by listening to Biafra people.
Now, there's this story that came out, I think 2 days ago, that the chief of staff of Donald Trump, incoming president, Susie Wiles, that she worked for the Biafra movement as a lobbyist in Washington, D.C. Is that true?
Well, you know, in 2019, I just joined the Biafra movement. So what I would say is that it is a good thing for the fact that we have somebody who already have idea and knowledge about the plight of the Biafra people. She may not be currently representing Biafra, but at least she have been educated, and she once, you know, was in forefront of educating the policymakers in the United States. So it's a very good plus to the Biafra cause.
All right. So, but you don't know whether she's currently on your own group, whether you are paying.
You know, it doesn't matter whether she is currently in the Biafra movement or not. She is now the chief of staff of the United States, and we must respect that particular office and allow her to concentrate on the United States. You know, the appointments that shall be given by the president-elect. So let us not drag her into the Biafra controversy and all that. So the point is that her firm have represented the Biafra movement in the past, in 2019, and my happiness is that she is well grounded on the issue of Biafra. That's enough.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Now let's go straight to what is happening on December the 2nd. What are you planning to do? Well,
Dr. Rudolph, you know, Biafra has come a very long way, and everybody has their, you know, their way of agitating and pushing the movement for the freedom of Biafra. You will agree with me that Nigeria is not working. Nigeria will never work. And so what we try to do is to bring alternative to our people. And it is the Biafra people first before any other Nigerian. So we are moving Biafra people forward, securing their future. And the only way to do that is that we need a separate independent state where we can govern ourselves the way we want. And where we can put a policy that will help our people to develop and compete among nations. So in Nigeria, that opportunity is not possible. In Nigeria, the innovativeness of the Biafra people and their career are getting killed by the Nigeria system. So we need a better system and a different system entirely that will allow our people to develop themselves and compete among nations. So what we're doing in Finland is a part of the generating a document, a legal document, which is going to be a base for the pursuit for the recognition of independence of Biafra to be recognized as a sovereign state. So that's what we plan to do. And you know that we have been conducting self-referendum, which is still ongoing. It's going to end on the 28th of November. And this self-referendum, as of today, has recorded over 50 million votes. It is both online voting and physical voting. So, so far, from the record we have from the official that are responsible, we have, you know, recorded over 50 million votes. So this vote now will be one of the legal ground to give the Biafra government in exile and the de facto government a mandate to restore the lost sovereign state of Biafra. Just like every other nation have done it in the past. For example, Lithuania and co have one time lost their sovereignty. So Biafra also lost their sovereignty to Nigeria state by force, by the barrels of the gun. So today we are here to restore it. And what is happening in Finland is not declaration of Biafra, but declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra. Because Biafra has been declared and recognized in 1967, you know, and recognized by different countries. So that sovereignty were forcefully, lost, and Nigeria took it back. So we are here to restore it back because after that war, nothing has changed. Actually, the reason for the war has escalated, and the issue and the cases are completely different today. Worse than what it were before the war.
Okay. Referendum. You said the results are showing. What are the results? What are they showing? How many?
Like I said, you know, it is not yet conclusive.
They've not opened the envelope.
But we know from the record that it is over 50 million.
people in Nigeria, how did they vote?
We have been posting the videos of the voting. One thing that people don't know is that, first of all, I would like to educate those who may have not paid attention because of propaganda of the Nigerian media and those pushing it. Biafra today has a de facto government, functioning de facto government in the homeland. And in this de facto government, we have 40 United States of Biafra. In this 40 United States of Biafra, each state has 15 counties. In each county, you have 5 districts. In each state, we have 75 districts. And in this district, we have head of district. In these counties, we have head of county. And then we have, in this state, we have the administrator, which is equivalent to governor. So this is what a lot of people don't actually know. So when they see the result of our activities in Biafra land, they are surprised and shocked how Simon Ekpa is doing this from Finland, because we control the Biafra land from grassroots. So the government is already in the grassroots. So every community knows who is their county leader. Every county knows who is their county leader and who are the executive in the counties. And so with this particular structure, we are able to conduct this referendum, and people are fiscally voting. And of course, it may also shock you that the reason we have succeeded so far in the civil disobedience is also because of the structure, the strong.
More people will be able to see it and hear the ideas coming out from Simon Ekpa. All right, let's continue. I had during my interview with Ojukwu, that was 2001. So I asked him, why didn't he start a government in exile when the Biafran War ended in Nigeria? This is the answer he gave. Because I didn't see what good it would do. Oh, it would do me personal good, because some people will still look upon me as a head of state. And they will certainly, in certain places, give me red carpet receptions. But is that what life is all about? Life is about the betterment of a lot of the millions of people at home. I had to consider very seriously what possible reaction a government that for 3 years had intent on genocide will have on such a situation vis-a-vis our people who are still captive within the Nigerian situation. A lot of people who look at what you do, they keep going back to our people. You talk about sacrifice that you made or you are making, but the one that our people at home are making is enormous.
So what is the question?
The question is, don't that bother you? I'll tell you personally, I've lost people who died because they couldn't get to the hospital on a Monday.
What about other days? How many people dies for not paying?
We don't know. That's a fact. We don't know.
So let me tell you one thing. You see, I don't blame our hero Ojukwu for such a comment. Can you imagine where somebody fought a war for 3 years and at the end of the day lose the war? So you don't expect the person to come and start fighting from exile, right? Is it exile that is going to win? No. But if you look at history, it has always been, this race for freedom has always been like a relay race. So Ojukwu has laid the background of which every one of us are building this temple today. And I am bringing that particular whole thing to a conclusive end. That's what I'm doing. So Ojukwu cannot, the exile Ojukwu went to is what we have actually activated today. So you don't expect him after, mistake, because a lot of mistakes were made. And you will agree with me that during the war, Ojukwu has no representative in the United States. All the representatives were just sell out. So Ojukwu don't actually know what was going on. He had nobody to educate the United States Congress or the United States government. He had nobody to put and educate them on the reason why Biafra should go. So Ojukwu don't have that representative. So we have it today. And one thing is that you are just emphasizing on Susie. You are happy that she was lobbyists for the IPOB and all that. So it is part of the mistake that we identified and we want to solve it. Now, during the war, at a point, the United States was shifting ground to the Biafra side. And the Biafra leaders don't have knowledge about it. So if it's somebody that they have knowledge, that they have people representing them, they have good lobby firm. I don't even know whether they have lobby at all, they don't have. So you're assuming that they have lobby firm representing them in the United States, educating the policy, the policy makers, the Department of State, the US Congress and all that. I don't think Biafra, although that's how God wanted. I would not want to change the wish and the will of God. So God wants it to happen that way. And today we are, using that particular foundation that was laid, that mistake that was made. And today everybody have seen that actually Ojukwu saw tomorrow. Because the thing he saw that Gowon didn't see have consumed his people today. Gowon today, after fighting Ojukwu and Biafra people, cannot even stay in Nigeria. He ran away to the United Kingdom. At age of 80 or 90, who does that? He should be proud to stay in his village where he put Biafra, 3 million people through starvation for Nigeria to become one. But why is he running away? Because the country failed. That thing Ojukwu saw, because it was Biafra people that were paying the price in the northern Nigeria. Every confrontation, Biafra people get killed. So today it is no longer Biafra people. Gowon people are getting killed. And today, many of them are living in IDP camps. So Gowon could not stay his people. He ran away. So if he actually saw what Ojukwu saw today, I don't think he would lead Nigeria to war against Biafra. So what I'm trying to say is that Ojukwu did the right thing as somebody who fought for 3 years and lost the war. And we have learned from Ojukwu mistake. We have also learned from Wazirike mistake. In case you don't know what the mistake Wazirike made. The mistake of Wazirike was that when Wazirike was captured, just like Nnamdi Kanu was captured and kidnapped from Kenya, Wazirike was incarcerated. What did they do? They connived with all the commanders of Wazirike and brought them to the prison and said, you see, all the hitmen, all the strong men you have are with us. And who did it? Andy Uba. Right? So from there, during Obasanjo time, from there, Wazirike gave up. He said he looked at all the people that he was fighting with, all the men he had his hope on. All of them came with Andy Uba, a politician, to the prison. So what can he do? He gave up. The same thing they want to do to Nnamdi Kanu. They capture him in Kenya, and all the commanders of the Eastern Security Network, they started killing them. I came to rescue them. That's what I did. So I saw those mistakes, and I built the tent and built the fence to make sure that it never repeats itself again. And so what did I do? I began to organize, bring in more organized and more structured movement. And then I also approached the former government in exile, which actually Ralph Wazirike was part of. They failed me. And I know they will be listening. They failed me. That was actually what led to the formation of the present government of Biafra in exile. So all these things, I try to bring everybody together. I try to let those people who have been there before to come and bring what they have on the table so we can use it. Because I just joined Biafra, 2019. So, and what I did is, this Biafra have lingered for ages and we have history. So we do not need to fight this thing with guns and bullets alone. So there is a need for a well-structured and organized system to get this Biafra done. And I said, I will not fight this more than 5 years. So I gave myself 5 years to fight for Biafra and actualize Biafra. And this is where we are. This is the 5th year.
Now, when I interviewed Nnamdi Kanu, I asked him what role he would like to play if Biafra were to come. And he said he wouldn't want to play any role. You're already the prime minister. If there is Biafra today, what role will you play?
I will play any role Biafra gave me. One thing I cannot do is to fight for this Biafra and allow idiots to come and ruin the system. No, I will put Finland. I want to bring Finland to Biafra, and I will not allow a stranger to come and bring Finland who doesn't know anything about Finland. Do you know our constitution is comprised of one of the best constitutions in the world? Our constitution today is comprised the Finnish constitution, the Switzerland constitution, and the United States constitution. So it is the best you can see. And let me tell you, the day we're going to unveil this constitution and vote on it, and people see this constitution, you will know that, yeah, indeed, we're going to be the civilization. We're going to bring civilization to Africa. So I cannot fight for Biafra to bring a better life, a better system that works for the people, for the interest of the people, and then somebody else who do not know this, the plan I have for Biafra people to come and start. No, it's not going to happen. I will be part of the government.
So what role will Nnamdi Kanu play?
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have his own right to make a choice. So we cannot force him, but I believe that when he was making such comment, he don't know what we have done today. If he come out today and see what we have done, I believe he's going to have a change of mind.
What is your role, your relationship with the IPOB that was the other faction?
They are Biafrans. The only relationship I have with them is that they are Biafrans. And after Biafra become an independent state under the Biafra government in exile and de facto government, we will start a reconciliation process.
You think you can reconcile with them?
Why would they not? If they don't want to reconcile, they will go to exile.
Yeah,
but the government will give them opportunity for reconciliation. That's what makes us different. I'm not here for vindictive or to kill anybody or anything like that. I want the best interest of the Biafra people. So those who believe in freedom, actually believe in freedom, there will be open door for reconciliation.
One more question before I bring in the audience, and that's a question about people in what we know today as Niger Delta, who are saying that they don't want to be part of this. How will you force them to be part of what
they should first of all go and outnumber part of the 50 million people that voted for Biafra.
So are you going to
let me tell you, once they outnumber those numbers, we don't have any problem with that. Actually, it is even in the constitution we have today. So in a confederating state means that they need to be educated for those who are shouting that too, because they don't know what is confederation. So they can still have whatever they want to have, do whatever they want to do in their state and all that, because they are completely free from everything we are doing. So if they feel that they can have a defense system that works for them, good for them. We can't do what Nigeria did to us to them. And let me tell you also that the issue of Niger Delta this, Niger Delta that is something that the Constitution of Biafra have actually addressed. So, and there's not going to be a better system than what we have today, this confederating state of Biafra, where they will have their choice and their right to do whatever they want to do, have their own constitution, have their own parliament, each state on their own. That is the best. And then our defense is the same, because we're going to have enemies that will surround us. And these enemies that will surround us is not just against us alone. They are against America, they are against the West. So America needs us, the West needs us in order to protect their interest, because once we protect the interest of America, we protect our interest. Once the trade, the shipment and all that begin to move, our own interest is also protected. So when people talk about American interest, it is as if it is only America we're fighting for. No. When American interest in the region is protected, our interest is protected as well. When there is no piracy in the sea, after Biafra have become an independent state, we combat piracy, like the way they're spending billions today, they can't move freely in the sea and all that. That will end automatically. And our army will be army that is not going to have any Islamic affiliate, any terrorist affiliate, just like you have today, people that are affiliated to Boko Haram terrorist group. We're not going to have that in Biafra land, right?
Why is it that the Nigerian government, despite their efforts to get you extradited, that they've not been successful to getting Finland to work with them?
Finland doesn't work with a terrorist country.
All right.
And they will never work with terrorist country. That I can assure you here.
But you know that they are making moves.
Which move? The
Nigerian government.
They can make moves for all I care. I am here standing very strong because I know I'm not doing anything wrong.
All right. So for those who want to join us, I posted the link.
And also, Rudolph.
Yeah.
I want to say something here because this is an opportunity for me to address you.
Okay, go ahead.
And, so I want to say this, some of you have made bad decisions in the past, a very bad one. And so we have a record of making good decisions. And our decisions have actually favored our people for many years. And I want to tell you one bad decision you have made, and many of you. One is that I saw you protesting against Goodluck Jonathan during the 2015 election. You want Buhari to come in. It was a very bad decision. And sometimes like that, we look at the people who have made such decision that they are not capable to decide for the people. So when we are making this decision we're making today, that you may not see the effect of it today, you give us the benefit of doubt and see what it will turn out in the next few years. So Biafra that I'm fighting today and making all these things that many people are laughing at, they are laughing that we are going to have declaration in Finland. They don't know why we are having that. They are laughing that we are going to, I'm declaring Biafra. They are laughing that there is a national football team. They are like all those things. And that is exactly what Gandhi said. They will laugh at you, they will mock you. At the end of the day, you win. So I want to say that some of us that are making this decision for the best interest of Biafra people, we see what people don't see. So you should be able to give us benefit of that and support the decision we make. We kicked against Buhari. It backfired. You people supported him. We kick against this Tinubu. You people, many of you supported him. And so it is very, very hard for people like us to come and listen to advisors that have made bad decisions in the past. It is very difficult for me, and I believe many people. So I just want to tell you this today because I may not have the opportunity to tell you again.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But I don't remember protesting against Jonathan.
Rudolph, I saw you carrying play card in the United States.
Saying what?
Protesting against Jonathan.
Me?
Yes, when they organized Occupy Nigeria, I saw you now. I will post it.
Okay, yeah, post it, please. Share it. Let me remember because I don't remember that. But anyway, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking time coming here. I will still ask you for more questions, but I want to give our viewers a chance to also weigh in. So when you come in, please, you have to make sure that you have your camera on. I just want you to ask one question only. You have to be respectful because you are talking to the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in a government in exile. So it's very important. And if you don't do that, we take you out. And there won't be any arguments. Just ask your question, listen to the answer, and then we find the best question you have. There are a lot of people who are trying to get in. And so when I bring you in, just be able to come up with one question. All right. Righteous man here first.